agency in Italy. Wallonia is the French-speaking region in the southern part of Belgium. Wallonia is a population of about 3,600,000 inhabitants in a little bit more than 16,000 square kilometers. We have 73,000 companies and 60 billion euros in exports, a third of which in the chemical and pharmaceutical sectors. Some words about our agency. The main goals of AWEX are to support Wallon companies in exporting, attract foreign investments in Wallonia, and to promote R&D partnerships between the Walloon and Italian ecosystems. Today we will speak about bio-based detergents. As my colleague hasn't arrived, I think that I will give the scene to Ilaria Re, Italbiotec.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me share my screen with just a couple of slides. I prepare. Great. So, I'm Ilaria Re, I'm Chief Operating Officer at Consorzio Italbiotec. It is a pleasure to be here to meet you and discuss through mutual learning exchanges, cooperation opportunities in biotech, in bioeconomy sector. I would like to thank the colleagues of AWEX, the Wallonia Agency for Export and Investment, for jointly organizing this meeting, which is intended to be the first of a series of opportunities for in-depth analysis on topic of common interest. With that scope in mind, my presentation aims to briefly illustrate Italbiotec's commitment to developing Italy bioeconomy and supporting cooperation initiatives based on it. I would like to briefly introduce Italbiotec, the leading Italian non-profit organization in the biotechnology sector. It brings together academic and industrial excellence in life science, agri-food, and bioeconomy. It drives scientific development and scientific knowledge transfer between the research community and industry to shape a cutting-edge innovation ecosystem of biotechnology startups, companies, universities, where cooperation and knowledge exchange trigger growth and sustainable innovation. We offer successful consultancy strategies regarding business development for private companies, universities, and research institutes, turning ideas into sustainable innovation. Our goal is to improve the performance of our partners by stimulating innovation in research and development with a global approach based on strategic support at every stage of the operational routine, providing the best solution for future challenges. Our services include better access and management of source of European research funding, building strategic partnership, designing technical solutions to support research and exploitation of results, and measuring innovation economic, social, and environmental impact. Italbiotec facilitates the creation of over 30 international partnership and research dissemination activities with 1,050 public media impact every year. Business consultancy services help mobilize up to 1 million of private investment yearly in new biotech products and processes. Italbiotec, moreover, carries out applied research and demonstration activities up to the commercialization of the project results. In the following slides, I reported some most significant research projects participated by Italbiotec. In the life science areas, there are projects for diagnostics, therapy, and design of medical devices. In the bioeconomy area, projects are based on valorizing biomass and bio-based byproducts for high added value bio-based products and greener processes compared to the fossil counterparts. In the agri-food area, projects are based on developing digital and precision farming solutions for sustainable agricultural production and functional active ingredients. I just prepare few words on bioeconomy in Italy and in the Lombardy region where we are based. In particular, I would like to stress the total value of bioeconomy in Italy. In 2022, the bioeconomy in Italy generated an output of equal to 550.3 billion euros, employing more than 2 million people. After the rebound of 2021, for which the value of bioeconomy production is estimated to be equal to 358.2 billion euros, up to 12.1% compared to 2022. The development trend continued in 2022 with an increased input of 15.9%, confirming the general growth of all bioeconomy applications. The dynamic of raw material prices contributed significantly to influence the performances in 2022, but the employment rate is more stable at a level of around 2 million employees through the 2029 to 2022 period. The evolution observed in 2022 brings the Italian bioeconomy to account 11% of the total national output and 7.8% of employment in Italy. Regarding the bioeconomy in Lombardy region, the state of the play showed that the bioeconomy mobilizes over than 50 billion euros in turnover, over than 43,000 employees, and over than 500 million in research and innovation industry investments during the last Horizon Europe funding programs. Biochemistry is one of the leading bioeconomy applications in the Lombardy economy, mainly focused on producing chemicals like fertilizers, biopesticides, biostimulants from renewable biological resources. But we have a strong industry landscape focused on producing pharmaceutical, nutraceutical, cosmetics, and consumer goods like detergents, very, very well established. All operators are strongly committed to move towards a more sustainable pathway in their processes. And today I would like to show a very excellent example coming from this region regarding to how to use biotechnologies to make manufacturing process greener. And then this is my last slide, so I would like to leave the floor to Realco again. Cécile, please.
Okay, so now we have Realco con Benoît Duculot and his presentation. And then I think that my colleague has arrived, so he will give his presentation after Realco, if everybody is okay.
So I share my screen. Do you see my screen? Hello, everybody. So some feedback about...
Yes, we can.
Okay. And this one is better.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you very much for the introduction. So my name is Benoît Duculot from Realco. I'm an innovation leader. So we have different projects in our pipeline, and I will present you Realco. So definitely Realco is a company that is involved in the green chemistry. I will explain later why we are in the green chemistry based on, for example, enzymatic-based products. But you can see that our vision is to co-create high-performance solution for the ecological transition. So it's very important for us to help our customer to be active in this ecological transition, thanks to the product we can provide to the market. In terms of turnover, so Realco is it's a medium company of 52 employees. We have a turnover of 12 million euro a year. And we have many products for the different application like food industry, food production side, pharmaceutical industry as well. So these are the market that's where we provide our products. So when we talk about ecological transition, so we have a focus on different SDG. So it's important for us to focus our action on those different SDGs. I will not review them, but you know what those SDGs are. And we can talk about food waste reduction. We can also optimize the effluent from the food industries, thanks to the use of our green chemistry. Today, our current action on this, thanks to the green chemistry, is we have developed a new CSR policy in order to be more present in terms of societal responsibilities. We are also in the B Corp progress, so this is something we would like to achieve in the coming years. Realco is a mission company, so it means that we do not only think about profit, but it's also important for us to help our customer into ecological transition. We want to be more present in the circular economy, and we want to use local sources, because it makes no sense for us to use bio products that are coming from Brazil, for example. We want to source locally. So these are all the aspects we are dealing with in terms of green chemistry and its implication. So the technology of Realco is mainly based on the enzyme. So enzymatic solution is a very effective solution for the ecological transition. And the aim of the enzymatic solution is to replace standard chemical products like caustic soda. Thanks to enzymes, you can do the same impact in terms of cleaning compared to a standard caustic soda solution. And this is where we want to be active. I don't know if you are familiar with enzymes, but enzymes is obviously a non-living product. It's a protein that it's not living. It's 100% biodegradable and renewable. So we are not consuming the resource of Earth when we are using enzymes. Enzymes is a catalyst that works in synergy with other cleaning agent. So on the top of the enzymatic solution that we have in our product, we are using also biosource components like chelating agent, like surfactant, and they all comes from green resources. The gain and the advantage to use enzymes in the cleaning is first, it's a natural resource, as I said, so it's 100% biodegradable, and it's very important because the effluent that goes to the wastewater treatment plant are more biodegradable, so that's very important today. We can save water because enzymatic solution is easy to rinse. We do not have to flush that much when we are using enzymatic solution. Enzymes can be super efficient because we can target different kind of fouling depending on the product we will use. So for example, if we are in the dairy application, we will have some proteases to act on the proteins, but we also have some lipase to act on the fat. So the idea is we can blend different type of enzymatic activities in order to take into account all kind of residues that are present in the equipment we have to clean. Positive impact on the wastewater, because the effluent that goes into the wastewater treatment plant are more biodegradable. So we increase the biodegradability of the effluent that goes into the wastewater treatment plant. Security, because enzymes can be used in neutral pH, so we don't have to use high pH to clean, and also we are using low temp. So the temperature we have to consider when we use enzymatic solutions is from 25 degrees C minimum to 45 degrees C. We don't have to heat the cleaning solution up to 70 degrees C, for example. So there is a massive gain in terms of energy. It's less aggressive for equipment, so we are not corroding equipment when we do the cleaning. So we have equipment that can be more, the lifetime of equipment is longer. Energy saving, I mentioned that before, but 40-45 is the optimum, and we can go down to 25-30 degrees C. And also in terms of microbiological efficacy, because we are capable to act on all kind of residues, we have the capacity to ensure that the cleaning is well done, and after that, the sanitation will be more effective. So these are the main advantages linked to the use of enzymes, that is a green technology that we provide to the market. In terms of application, so we are delivering products for the food and beverage, food service, health, so life science, for example, and home for customer product as well. So these are the 4 main sectors we are active in. A last one is the biosafety. So nowadays it's more important to provide to the market some good products. It's also the same for the life science application, and we are acting on the biofilm. So biofilm is a kind of residue that is produced by microorganisms to be protected against cleaning and sanitation. So Realco has developed a patented product based on enzymatic solution to act on that specific layer that the microorganisms are building. And once this layer is dissolved, thanks to enzymes, we can apply an effective sanitation to kill all microorganisms and get back to a perfect hygiene condition. So this is one of the topics we are providing to the market, and that is present in food industry, in catering application, but also in life science application. So this was some slides to introduce how Realco is dealing with green chemistry, and why Realco has decided to only work with that green chemistry to promote our services to the market. I don't know if the Q&A is now. I think it's more later in the presentation, but this is what I wanted to share with you about Realco and green chemistry we are dealing on day-to-day basis.
Okay, thank you, Benoit. I can see that my colleague is arrived, so I let the scene to my colleague Fabien Scuvy, Senior Industry Specialist, Green Tech. Fabien, the scene is yours.
Hello, sorry for being late, but I was in a call. Okay, I will share my presentation. Yes. So, did you see my screen?
Yes, not yet in the presentation mode.
Yes, okay.
It's okay? Okay, so Cécile asked me to present some of the field of the detergency, biobased detergency. It's not only on enzymes, because it's too narrow in the Walloon region, but I have broadened the field to the biobased detergency to show a field where Wallonia is really good. It's using the nature to get the efficiency in the cleaning sector. So what's in it in a nature-based detergent? You have water, you have solvent, but bio-based. Realco used a bio-based solvent from lactic acid. You have surfactant, you have alkalis, as Benoit mentioned, but yes, you try to minimize that because it's too aggressive. You have the fragrance, like essential oils. You have preservative to maintain the stability of the product. You have enzymes to have an effect on cleaning. You have also in some of detergent probiotics to colonize the surface with good bacteria to protect the surface, and you have colorant. So the challenge is to be bio-based and efficacy. You don't want to do a deal between bio-based and efficacy. You want the both, and it's the challenge for our industry. So in Wallonia, we have some very innovative companies for bio-based products. Yes, so we already mentioned Realco, but we have also Van de Put, who make soaps with linoleum. You have also Pollet, very specialized in probiotics. You have Sopura, specialized in the brewery industry. Lave Vert, it's a manufacturer of soap with the brand Savon de Namur. We have also a producer in the German-speaking part of the country. It's called Biotop, and we have a surfactant manufacturer in Liège. It's KLK Oleo. So we have a very various companies, small companies, and specialized in those fields. And you have also Mosselman, who provides some oils as raw material provider. So we have many green solutions from our innovative companies, like detergent without water. So it's a concentrate that you dilute. So you spend money on the traject, on the logistics. You have also probiotics like Pollet. You have some solution in the biofilms in Realco, who designed a kit for finding and fighting biofilms. We have also research on bio-based water soluble polymers for the pods you put in your washing machine. But yes, bio-based and not I think it's the PVA right now. But it's ongoing R&D between a really small SME, Polypi, and McBride, a world leader in detergent for wide brand, the brand from the distributors. We have also in Belgium the leader, one leader in cleaning in the brewery industry. It's Sopura Kersia. So in a small region, we have really a specialization in the cleaning sector, and especially in the bio-based cleaning sector. So some of the figure, it's about around 1,600 jobs. We have leaders, we have also startups with that extra. We have some raw materials provider, like the Galactic with the lactic acid, lactate, but also Enzybel with enzymes, Botalis, who made vertical farming, so they can provide whatever you want in the field of natural ingredients. We have strong SMEs in R&D like Realco, Sopura, Pollet, Van de Put. They all have an R&D lab. And yes, we have a dozen of producer, but more of 50 enterprise companies related in supply, logistics, machines, and the sector represents half a billion euros in export. So I will move you from the SWOT. Okay, so the SWOT, we are really strong in innovation and many small companies, but really innovative. We have a cluster in Hainaut, in the West Hainaut. We are specialized in the natural way, in probiotics, enzymes. And we have also a very strong agility, flexibility during the COVID. Many of the small companies changed their business to produce alcoholic gels, and yes, we can provide the whole world with those gels who were needed. The weakness, we are small, and yes, our inner market is too small, but there is opportunities in the eco-awareness. The sanitary crisis has also put the light on the importance of hygiene. So it's really an emerging, a growing business. And there is new markets for the developing countries, emerging countries who develops their own agri-food sector and needs hygiene in their process. The threat is the heavy regulation, so it's a high barrier cost for small players. There is big players like the Americans who has a whole gamma of products, and it's difficult for a small company to compete with. And there is the climate change, so maybe some of the material we use today will disappear or will be difficult to source in a near future. So if you are interested to have more of information about our sector, or about the possibility to invest in Wallonia, to be in a cluster of small companies, please don't hesitate to contact us or Cécile. And if you want to visit us to see what we are capable of, don't hesitate. We are a very welcoming people. So please don't hesitate. I'm sure that Cécile will do the matching point.
Okay. Thank you, Fabio.
Thank you.
Now the last speaker, Biochem, we have Fabrizio Beltrametti. Fabrizio.
Fabrizio, could you hear us?
Eccomi, ci sono, Ilaria, se puoi fare lo sharing dello screen, cortesemente.
Ecco. When you want, we are ready.
Yes, I see the screen. Okay, can you put it in presentation mode? Maybe under Converti.
Yes, because it's a PDF, so it's not a PowerPoint. That's the reason why.
No, you can see in full screen under Converti.
You must convert.
Converti up. Okay, good. Very good.
I don't know if it's over, but I can't hear nobody.
Now, can you hear me?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I'm sorry. Just when I was starting to talk, I received a phone call which made everything to stop. Sorry, but I'm in a difficult position right now. So thank you very much to the organizing for inviting me to this webinar. I'm Fabrizio Beltrametti. I'm the Chief Scientific Officer of the Biochem Solutions company. Next slide, please. And I will present today some data from the Future Enzyme project, which is a European project devoted to the production of enzymes, indeed. Biochem Solutions is a chem biotech company which is dedicated to industrial microbiology. We basically use microorganisms for the production of any kind of product which could be of interest for application. Indeed, we produce from pharmaceuticals to enzymes and proteins to even microbial strains themselves, which are used in example in agriculture, in bioremediation, and as food enhancers or additive. Next one, please. And here you can see that we deal with very colored microorganisms. Indeed, they are uncommon microorganisms because they are the best producers of new products. Today, we will discuss something about enzymes and protein. And next. The Future Enzyme project is a collaboratory project involving 7 EU countries and 16 partners. And it aims to deliver enzymes for innovative and environmental friendly products. Next. Concerning specifically one of the field of research of the Future Enzyme is the identification of enzymes for detergents. I think that we got much information about this from Benoit and from François. And so just to go back a little bit, the idea and the first application of an enzyme in a detergent was in 1913. And at that time, of course, it didn't receive much feedback because of the fact that there was not much to clean, and probably people didn't need anything special to clean their clothes. It was indeed, in any case, expensive to buy the clothes rather than to wash them. Concerning the first industrial development, the pioneer was Novozymes. Indeed, nowadays is the biggest company concerning the production of enzymes for laundry. And for several years, they stopped in using the protease, alkaline protease. And they were applying that for almost 20 years. After that, the requirements for new enzymes came out because so we changed our food habits. In the first instance, there was no need for enzymes because basically the smears on the clothes were greasy and oily. Then we started to eat more proteins, indeed, and for 20 years, besides the lipids, we had also proteins. After that, we started with ice cream and processed food. Therefore, we started with starch and with mannans in the ice creams. And the challenge to clean the clothes increased beyond the requirement to to have something which was greener. Now, as we see that there was an evolution in this field, the future enzyme is targeting indeed the need for new and more effective enzymes. Next slide, please. So this is why we put we need new enzymes in detergents. As I was saying, we started with surfactants, which basically in the beginning were cleaning from greasy and from greasy stuff on the clothes. The enzymes are degrading the dirt, the soil, partially, and made the washing easier, so that they can be removed. So the surfactants and the enzymes are playing the game together. Next one. And also there is an economic driver concerning the enzymes in detergents, because nowadays enzymes are very much used in detergents. Therefore, there is this profit driver, but there is also the green driver, which is pushing towards the detergent with less environmental impact. And indeed, this is, I think, the best case of greenwashing, as Francois was also saying. And of course, we have to improve the quality of the enzyme, but we need also to reduce the cost, because besides all the other factors, enzymes are still something which is rather costly to be used in a household product. Next one. So where do we look for the enzyme, specifically speaking of the future enzyme project? So microorganisms are the best source for new and effective enzymes, because they are, more than any other living organism able to produce enzyme, they are able to modify their environment. So they are doing an invisible and continuous work to modify the environment, and therefore they evolve much of this capability, which is driven by the enzymes. Next one. Where can we get new enzymes for applying them to the detergents? So the future enzyme project is looking for new microbial strains, which means also new enzymes in many different environments all around the globe. Because many of the partners of the project can go and collect microbial samples and are able to get information from those samples. Next. Here is an example. If you want an enzyme that is able to work in a harsh condition, you have to look into the niches, environmental niches in which you have harsh condition. In example, you can see Antarctica, and then in the hot and alkalinic ponds near the volcanoes in many places around the world. But we also have the opportunity to isolate new microorganisms, new or potentially new enzymes coming from already known microorganisms from environment with an high human impact. In example, you can get enzymes degrading polyurethane from the sofa, or enzyme degrading plastic from sites where the plastic was digged something like 20 or 30 years ago. So microorganisms have evolved the capacity to take the advantage from the environment where they are conditioned to grow. Next. So you can see that you have new strains, and among those new strains, among those new strains, the ones which I like most are Paracoccus and Alopherax because of their funny names. New strains, as I said, is meaning new enzymes. Next one. Just to give you an idea on how the enzymes are then identified, this is an example of cutinase, which has no application into detergent as far as I know, but it's a good picture of what we can do while we select a new enzyme. Here you can see the clarification halos around positive microbial colonies, so microbial colonies producing cutinase. And there you know that the microbial strain is producing the right enzyme for you. Next slide. What can we then do after we have identified a new enzyme? Basically, we could use it as is if it is enough efficient for the target we are claiming. Otherwise, we can use nowadays modern technologies to improve the qualities of the enzymes. In particular, in the Future Enzyme project, we have the Barcelona Supercomputing Center team, which is able to identify, based on comparison of different known enzymes, identify the critical amino acids which can improve the characteristic of the enzyme. In this case, you can see the example of a lipase in which the amino acids involved in the thermostability of the enzyme were identified and were mutated in order to have a thermostable lipase. Next one. On the other side, nowadays we have also the possibility to get just the genetic material from the environment. So we don't need to cultivate the strain, but we can just take genes out of the strain and process those genes in order to insert them in a suitable host. And after that, the host can be used to produce the enzyme. Just to give you an example, the Novozyme company has this strategy. So they have a few good strains in which you can clone your genes and which are suitable for industrial production. And they mainly proceed like that. On the other hand, we have to say that there are some microorganisms or better, we have some enzymes which cannot be efficiently produced in recombinant strains. Therefore, next slide, please. Therefore, we need to work directly with the native hosts, which is not always easy, as you have to face with microorganisms which have a specific requirements with cultivation and with the expression of their enzyme. Next, thank you. So in conclusion, you can discover quite easily new enzymes, and you can produce them in a recombinant strain in most of the cases. In some cases, you cannot proceed with heterologous cloning, but you have to cultivate the strain in which the enzyme initially was I identified. A challenge is to reduce the cost. Therefore, the production has to be forced in order to get grams of enzymes per any liter of fermentation broth, of fermented microorganisms. And the overall process for production has to be necessarily cheap. Next one. So I thank you very much, and I'm really sorry for the initial disconnection due to the incoming call, because you know that the incoming calls are always coming in the wrong moment. Thank you very much for your attention. Any question is very welcome.
Thank you, Fabrizio. Now, if somebody has a question, we can answer without any problem.
No question, no problem.
Oh, nobody dares. I don't know. Maybe because you speak about enzymes, a lot of enzymes, so nobody knows how.
No, you have to dare to ask those who you consider to be silly questions, because questions are never silly or stupid. Questions help to understand better the message that you're trying to deliver, and to understand better even the science you are doing. So I received usually the best questions for people having nothing to do with enzymes or with genetic engineering. So please, dare with your questions, if you have, of course.
Somebody?
Let me know just to remember that this webinar is recorded, so the link will be available for people that cannot, unfortunately, participate today. And then, as well as we can put at disposal slides used during the webinar. As anticipated in my presentation, we can consider this is the first opportunity for building partnership among Wallonia and Italy and Lombardy. So we plan to have more and more events like that, more focus on different thematic domain in the bioeconomy and over, in order to support new partnership and new business cooperation opportunities.
And if somebody wants to know something about Wallonia, about the incentives or the rest of the ecosystem in Wallonia, we have an office in Milan, just in front of Bocconi, so it's very easy to come and visit us.
So it seems that everything was clear, and then there are no questions. So we are perfectly on time. And just to thank you all for the participation. And we will remain at disposal for further explanation and for sending extra material if you need it. And thank you very much all.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank